So what I bring to you is my expertise from golf instruction, and that is I'm an expert on motor learning. I know how to use your body to teach your body. So when we looked at the various complementary therapies to Parkinson's disease, we saw a lot of weaknesses. And we determined that what we have as a program is the best thing possible that we can bring to you. Best thing for fine and gross motor skills. So let's take a look at it. Let's get started. So Lexi's going to take a swing here. Now, as Lexi takes this swing, there's one connection to the club, and that is her grip. So when we're dealing with fine motor skills, it's really important that we have very good placement. As you see, she's very specifically putting her placement on the club. Now, as she takes this motion back and through, you can see that her arms and hands, and go ahead and do that again, her arms and hands moved freely. That's because she had both placement and pressure. Two very, very important things when we're dealing with fine motor skills, whether we're picking something up, whether we're doing a button on our shirt, whether we're using a utensil, whatever it may be. If we focus on placement and pressure, we can bring some degree of voluntary control to what we're doing. So let's talk about posture and stance. Very, very important. Now, I'm going to show you the line of balance on Lexi. This extends through the middle of her shoulder, the end of her kneecap, and the ball of her foot. So here we are, right there. Now, that's really important for us to maintain our balance. As Lexi now squares up with us, we're going to be able to see that I'm going to be able to hit her from any number of angles, and she's going to maintain her balance. Here, 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 and here. So that's really important when it comes to fall scenarios. If we get our head and our shoulders too far out over our toes, we can fall forward. If we get it back on our heels, we fall backwards. In golf, we try to rotate inside of our hips and inside of our hips. So we stay balanced at all times. So balance awareness is crucial to what we're doing. So what Lexi just showed us was the kinematic sequence of the golf swing. The hips rotate first, then the chest, then the lead arm, then the hand. Now, when we walk, there's also a sequence to our walking, a load and an unload, an arm swing, and also a rotation. What we can do with golf is we can work on that, because I'm going to show you. I'm going to walk to the camera, and I'm going to show you how the golf swing is walking. If I start walking, now I'm going to swing my arms like I'm swinging a club, okay? And now I'm in place, and now Lexi's going to hand me this 3-foot pipe, and as she does this, I'm going to swing it back and through, and here's the golf swing, just like that. Now the golf swing is walking. So Lexi's doing the turn drill. She's rotating back and through. She's rotating about 90 degrees back and a little bit more than that through. Well, when we walk, there's a rotation that takes place. So if I go forward with my right foot and my left arm, and I keep my shoulders where they are, and I square up to you, I've rotated. There's my backswing. If I come and I do the other side, so I go forward with my left foot and my right arm, keep my shoulders here, I've rotated. There's my through swing. So when we're working on the golf swing, we're working that rotation, because sometimes we have trouble with this, and this will help us do things better, walk better. So the turn drill is very important to what we're doing to increase our ability to rotate. Sometimes we have one side of the body that does not work as well as the other. It's a little weaker, it's not as strong. It needs forced use. Well, we have forced use in golf because we stand aside the golf ball. That gives us the opportunity to use both the left side or the right side as we wish as we're doing drills. So Lexi's going to show us the left arm only drill. And as she does this, I want you to remember that we can do this from either side, the side that is weak for you. So there's our left arm only. Now Lexi's going to do right arm only. And as she does this, if you, for instance, had a left side that was a problem, we could switch you around and make you a left-handed golfer for that left side, so that your follow drill, the last drill she just did, her right arm only drill, would be with your left arm as well. We can use forced use to work on your motor asymmetry. Spatial awareness is very important to both golf and life. We need to know where we are in relation, in space, to the golf ball or to things in the room, furniture or whatever we need to navigate. Now, I'm going to take Lexi through a drill that we use. Spatial awareness is both physical and mental. So we're going to equate a number to a position in space, and then there's a pattern that she's going to follow. So first of all, we have her shaft and her arm straight down. That's 1. We're going to go to 2. The shaft is going to be parallel to the ground. At 3, the left arm is parallel to the ground. At 4, the shaft. 5, the left arm. 6, the shaft. 7, we're both down. 8, the shaft. 9, the right arm is now the lead arm. 10, we're now parallel to our ears, to our finished position. This is really important that we work both mentally and physically on spatial awareness. It will help us tremendously. Sensory awareness is very important. Very important that we become in tune with our bodies as much as possible. So Lexi's going to do a drill that we use, and we use a lot of drills for sensory awareness, but this one is called the breathing drill. Now, she's going to find her breath to begin with. And as she finds her breath, she's going to focus only on that as she takes a swing. And as she takes a swing, by doing that, she's going to become more mindful, and her body's going to relax more. She's going to lower her level of tension. This is almost like a biofeedback type result that we get from this. So working on our sensory awareness is going to guide us and help us understand our body better as we work through the program. Lexi is doing the rope drill. The rope drill helps her find her rhythm, helps her move at resonance, a speed at which she's very comfortable to move at. This is our voluntary exercise. And if we have trouble doing this, we use music therapy. We use a Viennese waltz because it gives us the rhythm and the tempo. A 3-to-1 rhythm to tempo that we have in a golf swing is found in a Viennese waltz. Now, sometimes we get stuck and we need to be able to find our own rhythm. When we do that, we use the waggle drill. Now, Lexi, when she does the waggle drill, she's moving every part of her body. What this does is it makes it a voluntary movement from the very beginning. So as she does that, she then goes into her swing, and as she goes into her swing, she's taken that preset rhythm and she's used it to move. Lexi is doing the acceleration drill. This is forced exercise for golf. Now, as she does this, the first 2 swings she just took were below her normal rate of speed. Now, as she gets to her 3rd swing, she's going to ramp it up. Each swing is higher than the one before it. And before she does her 4th swing, I'm going to give her a little tip. I'm going to say, Lexi, relax everything from the waist up. Now she's going to take a swing back, and she's going to fire through, and we've got a ton of speed when we do that. Well, now we get to that point because we work on advanced motor learning techniques to teach you how the feet work in the swing, how we use the ground. So your right foot tries to move to the right on the backswing. Your left foot tries to move to the left on the through swing. So we need downforce. It allows our hips to rotate properly, and by building better technique, we're able to use more forced exercise. We're able to go at a faster speed than we normally would. So the most important thing that we work on is mind-body connection. The mind-body connection is visualization. So Lexi's going to do a drill for us called the concentrate drill. As she does this, she's simply focusing on being balanced. This is a physical visualization. The second drill she's going to do is an oral visualization. I'm going to talk it out for her. She's going to say, I see the ball flying through the air. I see where the apex is. I see the angle of descent. I see how many bounces it's going to take and where it's going to stop. Then she steps in. She goes through her process. She takes a swing. And as she gets to her finish, she sees what she just said. Finally, she stands behind the ball. She looks. She sees exactly what we just said aloud, except she uses after images and imprinting techniques that we teach you. And then she steps in. She takes a swing, and when she gets to her finish, she sees that ultimate success. And that's what we work for in every single drill that we do, ultimate success. So what we do at the IncreMental Golf School for Parkinson's is instruction-based therapy. We take the complexity of the golf swing, we simplify it, and we work on your motor skill development.